Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I think my model is good. Let me know if the music is too loud or I'm too quiet. You know, people always say that phrase, but like, isn't that the same thing? Like, isn't it like imply that if the music is too loud, that means you're quiet, and like vice versa? Like, isn't it implied? Anyway, welcome to the stream. This is actually my first talking stream, like exclusively talking. A little bit nervous, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Yeah, welcome to the stream. It is once again me, Mia. I am an anime artist and also a cute cat girl, supposedly. Today, I'm streaming to celebrate 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, which we're on right now. So it's not actually like super that impressive because this YouTube channel is actually my old one from like 7 years ago or something. And I only really have about 200 or 300, I don't remember, new subscribers from when I started streaming like a couple months ago. Oh, hi Philippia, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting my art and to coming to the stream. Yeah, so this is the layout I just made. I haven't really tested it yet. I have this slideshow on the left with the art that I did this year. Yeah. Yeah, so today we're just chatting. It's probably for an hour or so. I was really not making it in time. Yeah, I was eating lunch. Well, I guess dinner. I guess it's like 6 p.m. I woke up at 6 a.m. first. Then I went to one of my VTuber 3D children's stream, Mocha. And her energy was so cool and awesome, so I ended up drawing a fan art of her, and that took a while. So then I went back to sleep and I woke up and it was like 2 p.m. That doesn't normally happen, to be honest. She's so good at talking. It was also a talking stream. I did watch her stream a couple times before, but I have pretty bad attention span, so to keep me entertained for a long time is like, it's not an easy task. So it was really impressive. I don't really want to like sound high and mighty, but it is pretty impressive to like hold me entertained for a long period of time. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm not really sure what to talk about. Guess what's been happening lately? So, this Saturday is gonna be my dear friend Wab's Ready View stream. She's gonna be premiering a new design, a new live 2D model, and perhaps a new 3D model. I'm not really sure yet what she has planned, but the fact is I made all of them. And it's gonna be the first Ready View of someone who has like all of my stuff except for like the original design. since it's a redesign. It also wraps Mama, Nihao Mama did such a wonderful job on her original model. It's so unique and interesting, and she has a bajillion of hair layers, and she has the weird slash cute monkey tail. Yeah, I'm not really sure what it relates to my attention span, but it's just kind of like that. I don't really have a diagnosis like specifically related to that. Speaking of attention span, yeah, it can absolutely also affect the way I watch like shows and play video games and stuff. And lately I've been really happy because I finally have like a friend group to watch stuff with. Well, I say group, but it's mostly web, to be honest. Yeah, I also started... Well, I resumed watching the new season of The Owl House yesterday with my sibling. Originally, I watched the first episode and then I kind of forgot again about it. Oh yeah, also I have a cool thing. I showed it yesterday as well, but I successfully implemented a toggle for my jacket to come off. Look at this. Oh, no jacket. But I don't really like, I'm not a huge fan of how it looks because yeah, this model is, since it's made in Vroid, like you can't really change the way the arms look except for the how long they are, and like these arms are definitely way too skinny for my character. Well, there's not much you can do about it, so it's gonna be a pretty, well, rare sight to see. There we go. Oh, there's a Precure art that I did not so long ago. Yeah, new Precure season is so freaking great. I love it. It's only been, I think, 22 episodes, but it feels like it's been so long because so much have happened to the characters already. Just, it's such a feel-good season. Last year's season, Healing Good Precure, it has really mixed reviews. I think it was pretty popular, like, in Japan, if you consider that, like, toy sellings. But in fandom, at least in like English-speaking sphere, the opinions have been like really divided. I manage a Precure server, and like, yeah, it's been kind of a love-hate relationship with the season because, well, for one, it was definitely affected by COVID, but also some things, like some of the plot things, were planned right from the beginning, so like not everything can be excused by COVID, sorry. I personally like that season. I watched it from the beginning to the end while it was airing. Although given I haven't closely followed it as it came out like in the around the middle because it's been a bit of a snooze fest. Oh, my Momoka commission. Yeah, God. I think she designed her character like inspired by Rina-chan board. I think it's really freaking cute too. Love Live, huh? So, Love Live School Idol Festival, the original game, the original rhythm game, was my first rhythm game ever, pretty much. And it gave me such an unrealistic vision of how rhythm games are, how mobile like idol rhythm games are, because I never like played anything else before it, and I've been playing it for I think like 3 to 5 years. It's kind of hard to pinpoint how long it's been. And yeah, the thing is, no other rhythm game that I've played has 9 buttons on it. 9 buttons is an insane amount of buttons for a rhythm game. And the whole time that I've been playing, like, I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it, alright. I've been having fun with it, but the thing is, it's absolutely insane to have 9 buttons on a rhythm game. Like, most people play rhythm games with 2 or 4 fingers. So it's a bit excessive in my opinion. So yeah, the whole time that I've been playing it, I thought that I'm just, I don't know, terminally bad at rhythm games, but turns out I'm not. It's just the game is freaking that hard. But yeah, since then I've tried a lot of different rhythm games. I tried Bang Dream, I tried Uta no Prince-sama, I tried Idolist 7, I tried Tokyo 7 Sisters. What are our other popular ones? Well, I played Idolmaster Cinderella Girls for a pretty long time. Like, that was what hooked me up to Idolmaster, like, at the beginning. Because I think I first got into it through the anime. It has 2 seasons of the anime. It's really good. It's really good. And then I started playing the game, and while it was fun, like, the model were pretty cute, the characters were cute, but the problem I had with it was it has way too many unvoiced characters. I know it's not really a new take, but like, there's probably 100 or something of unvoiced characters, and they all have SSR cards, like all of them. And when you try to pull your favorite girl, like, to begin with, there's like probably over 200 or like 300. There's like absolutely unreasonable amount of idols in Cinderella Girls. And when you have like a couple, when you have one to like a couple of favorite girls that you would like to pull in gacha, it's really hard. It's almost impossible. Like, when you have literally hundreds of characters. I'm going to go ahead and Google how many there are. Let's see, Idolmaster Cinderella Girls, number of idols. Let's see. I'm almost afraid to look at it. Well, the wiki said that it's just over 200 idols. So there's like no concrete number, but it's over 200. That's insane. So after a while, I just got really tired of trying to every time, like, imagine being me, like, you're playing this game, it's awesome, you finally have enough amount of crystals or whatever to make a 10+1 pool, and you go there and you're like, oh my god, there it is, there it's coming on SSR card, and it flips over and it's a freaking unvoiced girl, just like that. And it happened way too many times, and it's not like I hate them. I'm a simple woman. I can translate Japanese from speech, but I'm really freaking bad at reading it. So even if I wanted to like the unvoiced girls, it's kind of hard to like consume content with them since I can read their stories. Yum tea. I have this really yummy prune tea. So tasty. Yum yum. But yeah, Cinderella Girls was what got me into the Idolmaster originally. And then after that, I've moved on to the branch that I am still a huge fan of. Well, it's basically my favorite like idol branch now of like anything ever, which is the Idolmaster Million Life, specifically Theater Days. A long name. Um, I don't quite remember how I got into Million Live. It would be nice to remember, but unfortunately, both my short-term memory and long-term memory are kind of fucked. So there's just a lot of stuff I simply don't remember. But I probably saw some cute character and was like entranced by them. I think immediately after I started watching it, not watching, playing it, because there's no anime yet. It's announced 3D CG anime for Million Live, but it's not out yet. There's no release date yet. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Anyway, yeah, I probably saw Akane-chan and Arisa, and I was so enamored with them that I just kept playing and playing and playing. And then I also started producing Ayumu, Nao, and Tamaki. And those are my main 5 girls that I really love. But there's a lot of other girls I like too, like Matsuri. Frick. There's a lot of them, but the names escape me. I started learning Japanese recently. That's awesome. Yeah, it's kind of a really fun experience. Well, fun / sometimes cringy and painful when you... It also applies to people who have English as a second language, like both, like no matter what language you learn, like the music starts perceiving completely differently. Like before, like yeah, you were like listening to the song and you were like, yeah, this is a total banger. But now you also start listening to the lyrics. I guess it's not really an exclusive experience to like bilingual people, because there's a lot of people who just don't listen to the lyrics at all, like even if they speak the language. It's just a thing sometimes. I just turned off my fan, but now I want to turn it on back. My experience with learning Japanese is kind of weird. Not really surprising, but weird. Like, there's a lot of people who ask me, oh, you know Japanese, how do you learn it? Do you have any tips? And I'm like, no, not really. Yeah, I actually, about a week ago, I saw a video by Kiara from Hololive on her IRL channel. Spoiler, it's Geiki Hime. And basically she talked about how when she was about 14, 15, she started, well, she was an anime fan. She was like, I want to learn Japanese. And at some point she discovered Nico Nico Doga's streaming service, the Nikonama. And she basically just jumped straight into it. And she started streaming in Japanese on Japanese website, and like obviously she was like learning on the side on her own, but basically in 5 months she got pretty much fluent, and that's absolutely amazing. She's absolute genius, I think, in 5 months. But also, I guess, it kind of like makes sense because she was young, like about 14, 15, like I said, and she had this passion. Like, I feel like children can really do anything, and they also have a different, like, state of brain, which is, I think it's like better for learning or something. I feel like I read something about that. Yeah, so back to my experience. So how I did it, I didn't really mean to learn Japanese. Like, I never really purposefully tried to learn it. It just kind of happened. Like, that's what happens when you watch 300 anime shows before hitting the age of 18, apparently. But yeah, basically I surrounded myself with language because I love anime and stuff. And I'm not fluent yet, but I've been told that like I speak okay, I'm like good. But well, everyone knows that whenever a Japanese person tells you, "Oh, 日本語上手ですね," you're like, well, it's kind of easy to impress Japanese. My vocabulary is good, I think. But the thing is, until recently, I never really spoke in Japanese, like with actual people. I've been singing Japanese songs for a really long time, like for fun. So I have the pronunciation down. Like nobody ever complained about my pronunciation. It's mostly that I periodically forget words. Not when hearing them, but mostly when speaking. Because it's very different, like... It's also in English like that. Like before I spoke English fluently, it was always easier to listen and translate than it was to speak myself. Oh yeah, you're so right. Japanese is very intuitive to learn once you get your training wheels and just roll with it. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Like, in comparison to, let's say, Chinese, it's like a walk in the park. Absolutely not even comparable. But yeah, I joined a couple of Japanese Discord servers and I've been talking to people. And it's really fun and cool experience. And I think speaking to the people who have the language as a first language is like the easiest, fastest way to pick up how to speak it better. And like not worry too much about like grammar and stuff. Like people will, as long as people understand you, and also a lot of people will like correct you if you ask them to. Like once they get that you're serious about it, that you're not just in it for a quick 日本語上手ですね, they will start to actually helping you. Yeah, on that, I joined an artist Discord, Japanese artist Discord, and there's such a diverse age groups there. There is so many different people. Like I think I met a woman, a mangaka, who's like, what, in her, I think in her 50s? She's super nice. And like it's really interesting to talk to someone who's been like making manga for a really long time and like how things have changed and stuff. It's really freaking awesome to hear. I also met a Taiwanese girl, I think. But she is so fluent in Japanese despite not living there. I was so inspired by her. Like she was speaking so beautifully and she uses a lot of hard words that I don't remember. Oh yeah, I've been tinkering with Duolingo, but it's still hard for me to like do something like that regularly. Well, yeah, I have a recording of my Duolingo stream, and the thing is, it turned out to be kind of too easy, despite like me passing the like level test, like the placing test, where they test how much you know and like from which level you should start. Anyway, and it was just the most mistakes I've made on that stream were not because I didn't know something, but because I was going through the questions so fast. I wasn't paying enough attention, and I was like making mistakes such as missing the word that I knew, or like yeah, so I opened Duolingo like in English, so it's like an English course on Japanese, and still English, since English isn't my first language. Like I sometimes can skip through some things like articles, because articles like the, a, and, they do not exist in Russian language just at all. They're just not a thing. So sometimes it can be confusing for me. Like sometimes I'm not really sure if I should put a the or a. Like I know inside my head that like the, well, there's some rules on that, and also like the also usually means that you're talking about something specific, whereas a is usually non-specific. It's kind of complicated. I'm still not super sure how to use the articles, to be honest. But I'm doing my best. Yeah. I'm really glad that I can say that I speak English fluently now. I'm really glad that I can stream in it. It's really awesome to think that English is my main language for the streams. I guess it would be strange if I were to marry a person whose first language is English without being fluent myself. I always say that. Oh yeah. Wab said that after her recipe she's gonna do a Japanese only stream. Maybe I can join in. Maybe she can like bring a friend and then me. That would be really awesome. I don't know why my model keeps making the angry faces. My first language is Portuguese. It's quite easy for me to learn new languages. I was speaking English by age 3 and none of my parents speak it. Oh, that's... Wow! Are you living in an English-speaking country? How do you pick up English so fast? Wow. Are you a family of immigrants or something? What was I gonna say? But yeah, I think learning new languages and talking to people in those languages, like talking to people from different countries, is really opening new horizons for you as a person. Like, it really... Because you know how anime fans can be really freaking weird about Japanese people? Like, they really... There's a really strange mix of romanticizing them and like, yeah, anime fans, some of them have completely like a fantasy of what Japanese people are like, despite never like speaking to one. I mean, I'm not an expert, but like, obviously there are differences between people in different countries and stuff, but I don't know. They're all people. Like, of course we're not the same, but we're still like, everyone's human. I'm sorry, this I'm not really sure how to articulate it better, but there's not that many differences in like talking to English-speaking anime fans and like Japanese anime fans. Like, we all like the same stuff. Obviously, like, people have different tastes and stuff, but like, we're all in this together, basically. I really love talking to Japanese artists too. And I'm really thankful for Discord, that it exists now. Because like before that, Skype used to be a big like group call thing and it worked so poorly. It's so bad. I don't know anyone... Actually, like the only person I know who still uses Skype is my therapist. But the Skype's been working so bad lately that we just had to switch to Telegram for calls. So I guess now I officially don't really know anyone who uses Skype anymore. Picked up English through music. That's awesome. Are you from Brazil? By the age 3? How do you even remember that far? Yeah, Japanese stuff is really... People are really weird about it sometimes. And also, people with questionable opinions love to use like Japanese Twitter users as scapegoats, like to support their opinion, and I'm like, well, just because one Japanese person like agreed with you, it doesn't really mean anything at all, period. There are as many opinions as there are people. So just because someone on Twitter, like, you don't have to, like, there is no need to hold the Japanese users on a pedestal. They're just people. Like, of course, they may have, like, more knowledge on certain topics. Like, some of them, of course. Like, I'm not saying that you should, like, educate Japanese on their own culture or something. It's really case by case thing. I'm mostly talking when someone's like, oh, Japanese people are all okay with, I don't know, like lolicon. And they're like, here's a random screenshot of a Japanese user like saying some shit about it. And I'm like, that's so cringe. That's so freaking awful to say of someone. Like, I don't know how to break it to you, but most Japanese people are sensible people. Unlike certain other. Anyway. Yeah, making friends in other countries has always been really fun. I guess English is considered to be like an international language. It kind of is, I guess. Which I'm thankful for knowing. I started learning it in school, but I was kind of miserable in school. Like, I always had troubles with school stuff and like homework. I was kind of a C student. Basically, I was good in subjects that were interesting in me, and subjects that weren't interesting in me, I didn't even try. And like, I stopped understanding math, and I think about 5th grade, like after they introduced letters in math, I completely stopped understanding what's going on. I am one of those stereotypes of artists being bad at math. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's like bad. School is not bad. The system may be bad. The system that doesn't accommodate to like different types of students, and like everyone is put in the same box. Yeah, I was in like a regular school. I guess the good thing is the teachers didn't really push me too much. Like, they were like, oh, well, there's not much we can do, so like, let's not disturb her or anything. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's... Now that I said it out loud, I'm not so sure if it's a good thing. But basically, in high school, I was skipping school a lot. And I was just going home and drawing on my computer. I got my first graphic tablet really early, thankfully. Yeah, thanks to my dad for it. He's kind of an asshole, but like, thanks for that specifically. So yeah, I was just skipping classes and going back home and drawing and watching anime. I also skipped classes in college as well. That almost got me kicked out in my last year, but somehow I graduated anyway. It's not that I didn't like it there. I think my college was pretty cool. I was studying graphic design in a college of printing and publishing in Moscow. Yeah. Like, there were a lot of subjects that I liked. But then again, in my first year when I got there, there were math classes that completely destroyed me. The teacher was an absolute monster. Like, she made me cry probably 3 times while in that same year. I'm kind of blanking out when I have like negative memories. Like, my brain immediately starts to forgetting them on purpose. But I just remember that it was hellish. It was hellish. I don't necessarily regret it. skipping classes because instead I got to like study drawing that got me where I am right now. Like, I consider myself pretty successful. I have no shortage of commissions. Like, it pays my bills. I have no complaints. It's just, I wish schools were a bit more accommodating to students who aren't like the norm. But that can be sad about like anything. You know how it is. Like, I don't need to explain that to you, I'm sure. 19. Should finish it. Should finish my tea. Oh, thank you so much for coming. Hope we will meet again sometime soon. Bye bye. Okay, give me a second. I will come up with something to talk about. Oh yeah, yesterday, Charlie and I had a stream on their channel. We're streaming the Grade Ace Attorney on our 5th anniversary together. Yay! It was super fun. I'm really glad. Also, Charlie just got 2 new day jobs, so it's not clear whether it's gonna be a regular thing or not, but bottom line is, I think one of the jobs ends in like September or something, or October. So, should be able to start streaming it regularly. I really love to. Charlie wants to do it too. Yeah, we met because of Ace Attorney 5 years ago. Man, 5 years is... It came by so fast, but it was so long ago too. Time is a mysterious thing. And of course I'm really glad that I met Charlie. Such a lovely person. Such a lovely person who always supports me. Got my back. Why is my model making angry faces? So we haven't really been streaming together before that for a long time. Like, we were doing real-time fandoms before that, but that's been like years ago. It was mostly because I didn't have a good microphone or a good webcam, and now I do. I'm really glad. I'm really happy about the quality that my new microphone has. It only costed like $36, I think. Which is relatively cheap for this quality, I believe. I'm not really an expert or anything, but I mean, Charlie is. Charlie is pretty much an expert in like audio editing and editing in general. Charlie says it's good, so I believe them. The stream. Ace Attorney, I'm so glad that they finally translated the Great Ace Attorney, and also it came as a surprise to me yesterday. I didn't really know, but it turns out they translated both of the games, and they come like in a bundle. I tried playing the fan translation some time ago of the first game. I think I cleared 2.5 cases or something, but then again I got distracted. Like, I swear I love even the things I love, like I have no control over my attention span. Like, if I space out and forget about something, it just happens. Nothing I could do about it. It's like, if I don't do specific steps and like rituals, then like if I don't remind myself constantly like, hey, you started this thing, better go do it again, like I will just forget and not think about it for months. Even if it's my favorite thing in the world. Like, all of my favorite fandoms, like I periodically cycle through. Like, I periodically like forget that I like something. and it just comes back in a couple months, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love this thing. It can be a little bit discouraging in a way that I know there's a lot of talk about people who can't stop thinking about something, about people who love the same thing for like 10 years, 20 years, like since ever they just got on the internet, like fans from a really, really long time ago. And they just, you know, loyal fans that consistently, consistency is the word. Fans who are consistent about what they like I always was envious of people like that, because due to my like memory issues, I really can't control what I focus on. So I forget about the things I love, the things that bring me joy. I just stopped thinking about it, and then it comes back in a couple months or a year or a couple of years. There's no really a sad pattern other than it happens. Like a while ago, I got really super into Lazy Town again. Like the last time was sometime maybe like 3 years ago or something. Like, you know, when the Lazy Town meme started blowing up. And before that, it was probably like 2014 or something. I have a drawing of Stephanie from Lazy Town as a pony. Oh, thank you. Hold on, let me read the name. Al Huggins, hell you. What the fuck did I just say? I wanted to say thank you, but I said something. I'm not sure what I just said. Anyway, thank you. Did I say hell yeah? I think I wanted to say hell yeah and thank you. And instead I said hell you. Thank you for supporting my art. Thank you. I'm having some troubles because this is my very first exclusively talking stream. So it can be kind of hard to find the topic. Oh yeah, that reminds me, there's that one video. There's something on the radio stations. I don't remember how it's called. Something like emergency tape. Basically, when on the radio, the hosts go way too long without speaking, a music starts playing, and there's like a video of that, and it's so fun. I wonder if there's something like that for streamers. An emergency tape for streamers where if you don't talk long enough, I don't know, Never Gonna Give You Up starts playing or something. There we go again. What was it talking about? Oh yeah, the things I love. I just kind of tend to cycle through the fandoms. It always made me sad because I feel like such a fake fan, because there is no one thing that I've been drawing consistently. It's always, I draw something for a couple months, and then I switch to something else, and then I switch to something else, and then I switch to something else, and then maybe I will come back to the first thing. It's a never-ending cycle, and periodically I add new stuff to the mix. So because of that, because there's constantly new stuff added to the mix, the time it takes for a cycle to like go through the like one cycle, it starts increasing. So it becomes bigger and bigger, and it comes to like I only post about one given fandom like maybe once a year. Like I get this intense urge to blog about one thing. And also, I guess one of the things that contribute to this whole thing is I don't really talk to other people in the fandom about stuff I like, because sometimes it's hard to find people, sometimes you don't vibe with them, and sometimes I'm just shy and don't want to like make new friends sometimes. Because in small fandom, like it's hard enough to just find someone to talk to, but there's no guarantee that they will be like a good person or like you'll have a good chemistry as friends. So it can be really hard to find such a friend to talk to about like any given interest. And also I feel kind of bad even like if I find someone who likes the same thing I'm focusing on right now. I feel bad because I just know that in some time I will forget about the thing and like they probably won't because it's their main thing. It just makes me sad. My emergency tape. Now. Talking to others in fandom is overrated. Solitary media enjoyment for the men. I agree to some degree. Like, I think the best fandom is you and like 2 or 3 or your friends who you trust. But again, like I said, since I'm into way too many fandoms, I can't have this small friend fandom for everything that I like. It's just not realistic. But also one of the things that changed since, well, a couple years ago is Discord now exists. And yes, I know like forums existed and then Reddit and like other spaces like that with communities, like I don't know, Facebook pages even. Like certain circles of people who talk about like one certain interest. But now like Discord is, I think it's just very convenient to use in general. And there's not only like fandom servers, there's also character specific servers sometimes if the thing is big enough. So that's also really awesome. So even if I forget about something, like I don't have to feel bad because I can always return to the Discord server for the thing. And I can post my fan art there and I can talk to people and I can discuss stuff. And like, since we're not like really friends, we're just in the same server, like I don't have to feel as bad. I can just participate in the community and like be appreciated for my content creation. So it's really convenient, I think. But also I guess stuff like that can result in you hitting the Discord server limit. I only actually know one person who ever hit the Discord server limit. It is, of course, it's Web. Like she wanted, I remember allowing her some server and she was like, oh no, now I have to leave some server because I've hit the limit, which is I think 100. How do you enter 100 servers? I have no idea. But yeah, like that, I am in Million Life server. Actually, I'm gonna go and see what fandom servers I'm in. I know I was in a Lazy Town server not so long ago, but it was full of children. And they didn't really have like an age restriction, so like children as young as 13 could join. And I just... like, it's fine, it's children's media, I shouldn't be surprised. But I ended up just feeling kind of uncomfortable with, like... It's one thing if it's late teens, like, I can talk with them just fine, but, like, literal children? No thank you, I'm sorry, I just don't belong here. My Discord is starting. There we go. A lot of fandom servers. I'm in 2 servers for Million Live, 1 English and 1 Japanese. I'm in Uma Musume server. Actually, I think those are just 3 I'm in. I think I was cleaning up the servers I'm in. But there's a bunch of others, like I'm in probably 3 or 4 art-specific servers, and then servers of my friends, and then one for like actual friends, and like VTubers I know. But there's maybe 20 of them. I know it may sound a lot, it might sound not a lot to people. It really depends on how you interact with Discord servers. I'm not really talking like 2 or 3 of them regularly. Like even web server, I'm always in the voice chat but never comment in text. Because it's really easier to talk to web in a voice chat. It's more fun. We listen to music and we draw together. Yeah, everyone should join web server. I'm like constantly there. But yeah, I think the interacting with fandom at large is a mistake. Don't do yourself disservice by interacting with fandom with too many people in it. And don't let yourself get sucked into like Twitter or Tumblr drama, mostly Twitter, I guess. It's really freaking funny to think that Tumblr used to be the discourse ground, and now it's like a peaceful pasture mostly. And now instead all of the war lines are on Twitter. Well, good thing I'm not there. Not anymore. I think I will be ending the stream in 5 minutes. Yeah, it would be an hour, and that's good for me. An hour of talking is pretty impressive, and even if I had some uncomfortable silences, like that's enough for the first time. That's enough for me. I have about 15 more commissions for my current list, which may sound insane to some people. But considering how many I had like at the beginning of June, I'm moving really swiftly, I think. So hopefully I will have a couple weeks at the end of August off, and I will draw some nice million live art, because I really miss it. It makes me happy, so I really want to go back into it. I can't see who is it. Oh, it's Al. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and chatting with me. What else do I have to say? I guess I'm going to promote Web's server and Web's stream, because you should really come to both of those. Web is such a pleasure to watch and to talk to. I'm getting an invite link. I'm getting... let's see. Copy. And then... oh god, I have to log in. Hold on. Yeah, Web's ready view with my very own redesign of her VTuber character and live 2D model and 3D model are premiering, so you should absolutely watch it. Web's... oh god, I can hear myself. Hold on. Okay, here's the Discord server, and I will also link the YouTube link to the Rediview stream scheduled. I will totally be there. I would never miss it for the world. Oh yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I'll probably keep doing just the talking streams, just so I can get more comfortable with it, because I really like the concept. Like, sometimes I really do just want to chat without drawing. But also I know that people mostly follow me for the art, not my personality or opinions. Sad face. I can do it. I can do the sad face suddenly. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. This was Nia. And I hope I can see you again. I hope we can meet again and talk again. And absolutely watch my next streams. Upward. До свидания.